Thanks a lot, y'all. We have one more and then we're out of here. I really appreciate everybody coming out to check us out. Can we give Lawrence a big hand on the piano, please? And what about Rich on the drums right here? And the aid man himself. Give Aid a bigger on the boom booms. Yes, sir. And my man, Mr. Andy Boothman on the upright bass here. So this last one, this is a poem that's called Family, because I've been out talking and, you know, but so this is a poem of something I wrote about me and my family, and so we'll leave it with that one. When Daddy said that he was going to the country to get Big Mama, family was going to Hackett's to get a can of snuff and lining her spit jar with the fresh toilet paper like she liked it. It was her great-grandchildren huddled at her feet, writing her stories through the watermelon patches of her childhood, trying to imagine what it was like. And when I cried because I struck out in Little League Baseball, it was the sincerity in Coach Mims's voice when he lifted my chin, looked in my eyes, and said, "Hang in there. You'll get them next time." It was three little boys on weekend visits arguing about who was going to sleep with Grandma, and Grandma assured them that a twin-sized bed was big enough for everybody. It was me waking up with my afro below Grandma's chin, one of her hands behind her head, the other around my shoulder, and me feeling like the safest little boy in the world. It was Daddy being extra nice and taking his 4 sons to Pizza Hut, and always having enough room in the Grand Prix for a couple buddies. It was sitting at the lunch counter at Woolworths, watching Mama wait tables for minimum wages, hoping she'd get the extra special tip so that I can get the 3 scoops of chocolate ice cream. Make it special, Mama, please, make it real special. It was me and my brother soaking Mama's feet in salt water, trying to sand away the calluses to make it smooth like it was yesterday so she can go back and do it again tomorrow. It was a 5th of gin that pretended to be my friend that turned on me, and Uncle Leon speaking the unthinkable when he asked for his gun. And Grandma getting on her knees, putting her head to my chest and through her tears saying, "Y'all leave him alone. Leave my baby alone." It was the next day, me calling Uncle Leon and telling him I'm sorry. And he telling me he's sorry, and us forgetting that it ever happened. It's the way I can do no wrong in the eyes of my mama and my sister. You know, I can never do no wrong in the eyes of my mama and my sister. It's a million visits to the penitentiary that hasn't shaken on Joyce's faith. It's knowing I was welcome to unbring the sweet potato pie without asking. It's the way my mom always cried when she heard the song of Family Reunion. You know, my mom always cried when she heard that song. It was watching my wife, after 11 hours of labor, whose eyes and face no longer possessed the words to describe her pain, so she pushed. It was 20 years of anticipating what my child would be and who she would be. And when I saw the tip of her head, before the slap, before the cry, before before I saw her eyes even, it was like I was about to meet a long-lost friend whom I had never met. And as my head bowed and my shoulders trembled, not the nurses, not even the doctors could see the cornucopia of sunrises interwoven with my tears. And occasionally, family is being with the people I love in parks, living rooms, or backyards, exchanging hugs, kisses, and pats on the back over root beer or just beer, making them stones on our shoulders feel like feathers because grandma has forgotten that she was ever a sharecropper. And our choice is no longer centered on the pain of an imprisoned child. Mama's callous feet are feeling smooth, and we said it the way we dance, we said it the way we laugh, and we said it the way we cry. That it feels damn good to be alive. Thanks, y'all.